So at night, at night, so at night, at night. Hello, good night. It's hot, hot here in JA. Hello, good night, good night. Thank you so much for joining. Been a while. Easy and get caught up with doing some family situation. So thank you so much for joining. Welcome. As you come, please hit the like button for me. Please just hit that thumbs up for me. Please hit that thumbs button. I hope you all had a wonderful day and looking forward to the weekend because I sure. Whoa. No, so that's yes. Mm, yeah, because I am definitely looking forward to the weekend. So thank you so much for joining. And as you come, guys, please hit the like button. It's been a while since when I think it was from last weekend or so. I did a live. I don't do another one. So I realized that a whole heap of things are going out there in but right now I am caught up in a whole heap of things I may have to focus on. We can't really focus on them things there. But I saw something today, and when I saw it, it was two things. When I saw one, I was like, wow. I'm talking about that GoFundMe. I was like, okay, then. I remember back in the days, when people used to create GoFundMe pages, it used to be for specific purposes, like, when they want to go back to school, for medical expenses, funeral, and so forth. But now I realize that everybody just create. When they're in need, they just create a GoFundMe. And the good thing about it is that, guess what? They might get the support. If they never did I get the support, people wouldn't people wouldn't be creating the pages, but clearly they are getting the support, and because of that, people, the least little problem them encounter, guess what? I'm gonna create a GoFundMe page. Me no wrong them. I'm gonna create a GoFundMe page because clearly you have people out there who are willing to help these individuals whenever they are in need. Now, whoa, I say people Jamaica at me don't know if I we alone. But the place it at it. No man. And you know what the funny thing is? Me live a country. And because me live a country, you're afraid to open your window or the door. Not because of crime, but I am afraid to open my door because a crooked lizard. That's the reason why, because I can tell you, outside now might feel cool and nice, and if I go and open the door, maybe two are gonna greet me because I live in the country, well, yeah, and I'm surrounded by trees. I have a big ackee tree, one mango tree right next door we hang over my property and so forth. So say, may have a lizard. Behind me, same thing. Trees galore. So say me full of crooked lizard. So I am afraid to open the door. And I know if I go on the veranda, would I feel better. If I open the door, I would feel better. But crooked lizard out there. But anyway, I won't dwell too much on the eat. So I hope wherever you are, you're feeling better than how I am feeling right now. But back to what I was saying. I saw this thing where Cora created her GoFundMe and people are talking. How will people say certain things. And so when I look upon it, people, I'm going to be honest. What she did, I don't think she should have created that page. But on the other hand, you see, if you know that you have the followers and if you create it, you're going to get the support, create it. That is what happened. PC, hi, good evening, good evening. Wow. Why may I tell you, and some don't even reach it. So you know that this year is going to be another record for the eat. So if you can get the assistant, get it. And I think that's what she realized, that she know that if she created that page and she says she want that amount, she's going to get it. I can tell you, between tonight or tomorrow, you get used to say she reached the goal. That's just how social media is. That's just how people overall is. They always support the persons on social media who they love. And especially when they believe that what is happening to that person is basically unjust. It's not supposed to happen to them, basic. So they're going to support them. But I wish her all the best, and I hope that she will be able to sort out her family situation. It is such a pity when I say one person personal life all over social media. And this is what I don't understand from time to time. Yes, the whole of we have our personal problem. The whole of we have it. And me not think we're supposed to come and post certain things on social media. You see, if you have a child and you want to post your child and you post the child and the dad look at you and tell us that, oh, guess what, me don't want my pitney for Beyonce, don't post him back. Because you see, it's not you alone created that child. The man have a say. Now, if you realize that you and this person can't get along, it's best you think about the welfare of the children every single step of the way. And that is what a lot of parents fail to understand. When they're in these situations, don't just think about their emotion. Then just I think say, oh, you see that woman there, she did there, she make money, she do this, me go spite her. Not thinking about how they're hurting the children. And that is what we have to think about. How we hurt the children whenever we make certain decisions. So no matter what it is, once you have a child, think about that child welfare first before you do anything. And me not think right now, both of them thinking about those children. They're just thinking about how they're going to spite each other. That is all they're focusing on. But for them business or for them business, them better me right now. So, and I got rich come by tomorrow, she gonna get her 100,000. Is it 100,000 pounds or 100,000 US? Because on some platform I see where they said 100,000 pound, some I see where 100,000 US. But anyway, 100,000 come tomorrow, she going to get her money. So congratulations to her. Now, people, I realize after speaking to someone that whenever we're faced with situation, we don't know how to deal with it. We don't know how to deal with the difficult situations that God basically bring our way to teach us a lesson. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I was speaking to a young lady and she's going through whole heap. Basically, she can't pay her bills. She is working. She can't pay her bills. She living from paycheck to paycheck, and she complain because she's saying that she don't understand it. She go to church and nothing now go on for her, basically. And she said she's not committing any sin. She'll live right. She'll do what the Bible say she's supposed to do. So she can't understand why she has suffered so much. And when she was speaking to me, the reason why she was busy is because she was asking for some help. So while she was speaking to me, and I was sitting there listening to her, I explained to her what happened because I don't know if you know follow Minister Marianne Hall. Recently, she posted on her page what happened, how she have to be selling her property to pay off a lawsuit, and she talking about the amount of money she give to this person and so forth. So I was explaining to her what happened to this lady. And you see, what I realize, you see us as human beings, because I, for one, something happened to me recently, and I was seeing it to my mother also. On the 1st of May, I lost my dad. And when this happened, when something just hit you, yeah, expect it. But when it happened, you realize that really and truly you weren't prepared for it. And I was saying it to my mother how life funny and how all of it, when you're sitting down, everything going fine. Then out of the blues, you get something which throw you off the path that you're on totally. And when you get that push, that throw off, you have to sit down and you have to wonder why. Why this happened at this particular time? Why didn't it happen earlier? Why God choose now for it to happen? So I was saying that to my mother because yes, I knew that he had cancer. We all know that. We all know same sick and everything, and we were expecting it. But as I said before, when it happened, you know, so you're not gonna see this person again. You're not gonna hear from the person. You could take up the phone, you could call the person, Dad, how you doing? This person is no longer there. You're not going to be able to call. And when you think about this person's life, how they started living and so forth, you wonder, why didn't God give them a little bit more time? Why didn't He heal them or something? Because a lot of the things that happen, it just takes us by surprise. And it is the same thing with this young lady. What is happening with her now in her life? Basically, everything is taking her by surprise. You know them girl that when you grew up in the church, you do everything. You get married early. You have a night. You think you have a nice husband. Everything are gone. Then out of the blues, the man just look by you and tell you, say, "Oh, guess what? I want a divorce." No, you're there. Man move out, go and live with girl in a ghetto. You're there now, have to be coping with everything, paying the bills and so forth. Your little pay where you get can't do it. And you have to wonder why. Why God caused this to happen now when you expect that everything is going to be perfect. And that's how it go. It not gonna be perfect. And at that me realize because a lot of us we don't know how to cope with things when happen in our life. We always ask that question, why me? Why it happen now? But you know what I realized? Even when I was thinking about my situation, what I realized is that why no? Why me? It's not about us. It's not about us. Because you see, sometimes, we want a particular thing for our life. We want to have this person with us. No matter how the person is suffering, no matter how the person might say they're in pain, we don't mind if they're with us forever. We don't mind that. If you're with this gentleman, oh, thank you very much, PC. Thank you. Right, you with this gentleman, the gentleman is telling you how much he's unhappy, how much this and so forth. You want him to remain, you're not thinking about whether or not he's happy, you're not thinking about his happiness or anything. And a lot of the times, these things happen to us because guess what? God have something better in store for us. Because I even said it to her. I said, why you are worried about that? I said, how was the marriage? And she started telling me about the marriage, how the man used to go for days missing because in Ghana, in the ghetto, go and spend the time with the next girl. So we go like from the Thursday and come back until the Tuesday evening. And that is going on for quite. I'm like, so why you really are worried about it? Why you are worried about it? She said because it's just that she didn't expect him to get up and just move out just like that. So even though she knows that the man did have the side chicken, she did expect say him go keep both of them. And at the same thing, even though me knows that my dad had cancer, I was expecting that he would be around a little bit longer. So what I realized is that life is not how we expect it. And the only thing we can do to change that, to change how we think, is just to understand that every single thing in this world, it won't last forever. Every single thing in this world is not as how we want it to be. A lot of us, we want our life to be perfect. We want to have the perfect job, the perfect marriage, the perfect everything. We just want it to have to be perfect. But life will never be perfect. You see, at times we have that 70%, and because of the 30% that is missing, we get up and we go, oh, thank you very much, Jackie. Thank you. Because we want that 30%, we leave the 70% behind because you now see the 30% out there. You leave the 70 and you're gone because you're expecting the perfection. You're expecting that, okay, then guess what? May I see the 30 where I'm missing, not realizing, that what you're seeing It's just the tip. Everything else that you expect is missing. It's just the 30% is over there. So that's the reason why you always hear people say sometime, and every time the grass greener on the other side, sometimes it's not. So we just have to expect the unexpected, put our mind at ease, and just know that no matter what happen, God is in control. No matter what knock us off our feet, guess what? Better days going to come. Because no matter how you struggle, no matter how you find it hard to pay the bills, no matter how you wake up and your back are at you, your foot are at you because of the 12-hour shift that you did the day before, and you're sitting up now and you want to just lie back down in the bed and you wonder, Lord, may I have to go to work? Guess what? Better. You're going to get it. It's not going to be like that forever. Because just imagine, someone who is suffering in pain every single day, them in a pain, cancer take over them body. What you think that person is basically asking for? They're asking for peace. They're asking for rest. That is what they're asking for, And we, with our selfish ways, want them to be around. But that's not how it is. You see, sometimes our children, they are in situation and we put them in those situations because we decide, say, okay, then I want the world to know about my child. I want the world to know this, and you don't think about how that is going to affect the child. You don't ask the child, do you want me to do this? How will you feel when I do this? You don't ask them. You just get up and you just do it, not realizing that your actions are affecting the child because you're just thinking about what you want. And that is what a lot of us think about, what we want. You see, sometimes that's why for one, I sit and I look. I always look at nature. Like I have dogs in my house. Right now, I'm downstairs, that's why I not hear them. Not in my house, in my yard. And I look upon them because me say them dog here or something. Then just run up and down. Then I have a cares in the world, they ramp. Then just know say, yeah, I go feed them. Then know say when them forget them I go get it. When them forget them vitamins, them I go get it. They're not busy about a thing. They just know that guess what? My master is going to take care of me. If you have a cat, are the same thing with the cat too. You see the cat lie down, the cat roll from one end to one end, jump up in your settee, jump up in your chair, jump up all in your bed. When you're ready, you can rub up on your foot, meow, ready for food. Why? It's like because he knows, guess what? I have a master. My master is going to take care of me. If me feel sick, my master go carry me at the vet. I'm going to get my shot. I'm going to be well. That's how they think. To me, that's what they because most that they run up and down and when they want food, they know so they might get the food so they don't care. So it's the same thing with us. I think that is the same mind frame that we're supposed to have, knowing that no matter the situation, our master going to take care of us. Because you see, when you look on the dog, they're no business about nothing. Them know the time when them forget them food. If they don't have no water, you see them start call, they want them water. If them there somewhere and then get not up or something, then start bark. You better go look. Because once you hear that type of barking, you know that they're in danger. And it is the same thing with us. We're just supposed to have that. Know that no matter what we're going through, our master going to take care of us. They have not a care in the world. Exactly, because they know we are going to take care of them. It's like a young baby, the young baby. Wake, cry, poo, cry, eat, poo. Nothing more. Why? Because mommy is going to take care of me. So I believe it's the same thing. That's how we supposed to think. Just know, say, him a go take care of it. Because me not tell no lie. When me look at me, we just start the other day, I was like to my mother, I want go on. It's just one after the other. One after I was like, I want go on. At one point, one of the things that happened, I was saying to her, me no know how, me no know what me I go do with basically with what happened. That's what I said to her. And you know what I realized? I was worried. And I was thinking about this. And I remember one day, I was driving home from work and I was thinking about it. And something came to mind. And why you are worried? You never have it all along. You just had it for just a small moment. You just have it for maybe about 5 years or a couple years. Imagine me upon this land for almost 40 years. And I was able to live without it. So I was thinking to myself, why me I worry about it? Me I go can't overcome it. Me I go can't overcome it. That evening, me just turn on my music and me just listen to music come straight over. Because you see, when we worry, when we think about things that happen in our life, and we are say how we are going to cope, how we are going to manage and all of them. You see, when we do that, guess what happens? You just are sick yourself. You're going to have a headache. Your blood pressure going to go up. All sort of things are going to happen because you're worried. And me always said, it don't make no sense, you worry. That's why every single thing that you do, you have to have a plan A and a plan B and even a C and D if you have to, because you can never tell what is going to happen. Exactly. Depression will set in. And you don't want that to happen. So don't dwell on it too much. Because anytime you dwell on situation, depression are going to take over. It is going to take over. So I was thinking about, I was like, me never have it for 5 years of my life. Me just have it for a little while now. So why me I worry about it? You see the good thing? God bless us with opportunities where we can make something of ourselves, where we can set our mind at ease. And you see, sometimes when you remove certain things from your life, you have to give God thanks. You have to give God thanks, because sometimes some of the things them where you think say all right for your life, no, they're not supposed to be in there for in the first place. You're not supposed to be there. I saw this thing on social media the other day where this gay, and he was like, I'm like, come on, man. You don't need to worry about that. You don't need to cry about that. And no, rejoice. When you go through the heartbreak, rejoice. The person is supposed to be in your life, none at all. So rejoice when you realize that the man gone, the woman gone. Rejoice. I gotta remove the crosses them out of your life. So anytime you see them something there, just give God thanks. I saw Lady V posted something. She posted where her daughter helped a young lady with wheelchair, and basically the daughter was saying that now she have a young sister, and oh, basically she loved that. She loved what she did and everything. She don't know why she did it. She was just moved to help that child. And when I was looking at it, and I was like, whoa, look at that. The reason why I said, whoa, look at that, because here you have a young girl who is on social media where everybody criticize, everybody try to basically done out. And look at what she did. And you see, when you look on some of them on social media, the same set of people them were done out this young girl. Them not help nobody. They will come across situations and they will never help. Before they do, they find fault, they complain, then cuss out the person. And yet still you have this young girl who a lot of us, and I'm going to say us, we are not in agreement with her lifestyle, but yet still she take the time out to bless someone. She take the time out to help someone. Say you have the people them who get up and go to church every Saturday, every Sunday. They not help nobody. Nobody them not help. You have the pastor them were in the church. All them I go tell you, remember to show your tithes and offering. That's all them I go tell you. Them not help nobody, but yet still the same person who is out there and live a life of sin. When you look at them, the sinners, they are the ones who people turn up their face when they see them. whisper, chat them behind them. They are the ones who constantly help people. And we have to look on that and we just have to say, you know what? Let us all try to do better. Let's try to do better. I was listening to someone on social media, and when I was listening, I was like, why we have to stoop to certain level? Why we have to start to do certain things whenever you believe that you reach? You realize that you start to act different. You start to treat people differently. Don't ever let that happen. Don't. Because me can tell you, you see, if it was money alone, my father would still be alive. Still be alive if I did money alone. You see, when me look upon it, you see, if I did money, Cora would have be happy. She would not worry about her children if I did money. But what we fail to understand, money not gonna bring us happiness. No matter the amount of money you have, no matter the amount of properties you have, no matter the BMW, the Benz, the Audi, the Range Rover that you're driving, that is not going to bring you happiness. You see, what really and truly bring you happiness is how you treat the people them around you and how those people treat you. You see, when I look at Mitzi video that is going around on social media, the fact that this lady came to Jamaica to visit her family. Friends, our friend gave her Alaska enough and now she's out, gone back our country. You see, when me look on that, you see right there, so happiness. Because imagine if this lady never treated her family the way she's supposed to, if she never treated her friends the way she's supposed to, with love and respect. Nobody wouldn't go all out for her when them ear say they won't lamp on her because she was going to bring up the white angel in Alaska, so they won't lamp on her. Nobody at all wouldn't help her. But because clearly she's someone who is loved, she's someone who treat people the right and proper way, so people went all out for her. Her kids went all out. Her loved ones basically went all out for her. And that is what I think we supposed to do. Treat those around us with love. No matter, you see, and this is what I don't understand, because me can tell LaDonna spoke about it too. You have some of these people out there, the least little thing that is happening on social media, they're ready to donate, they're ready to purchase, they're ready to support. But yet still, you see, if their loved ones supposed to reach out to them, or a friend, or someone in need supposed to reach out to them, someone who is not on social media, someone who not have no knowings, just one little man from around the corner, one little man where I live on the gully side, reach out to them, they're not going to help. That is what is happening. That is what, and it's really, really sad. So we have to learn to treat people the right and proper way, because if we don't, guess what? Nobody now go and look for you. When you're sick, you go to there. Nobody now come visit you. Nobody now go pay you a mind. That's how I look at it. So you have to be careful how you treat people. You see, me not tell a lie, You see, when me look at some of them artists here and you listen to them, I went somewhere and I wasn't really listening to the song, but the song did I play and me I hear it. It was a dance hall, one of them crazy one there. And I was standing, and the man I play and the man I sing about him Guzo and him this and him that, And while I was there, me I watch one girl and the girl I rock, young girl. She rock two side to it, And me I wonder if it's the rhythm she rock to or the words of the song. And that me I wonder, Cause she rock, and she rock. I mean today, me I say, but listen what this a young man a sing say. Because in a him song, him a state say, him have to do the SCAMMER. Him state say him have to make sure say him guzo and him have to make sure say him do this, and he have to make sure say him getting black. And I'm like, listen to that. Because when I was there, I was just saying, this is the reason why we have our young children. We're in May. Here in Jamaica, during May, you have what they call in school Careers Day. Last year, a lot of the young men, some of them, not a lot, some of them, especially the set in the inner city, they stated that they want to be choppers. So when me did then, I mean, listening, I mean, I said, this is the reason why. Because you see, when you look, you go see them with a nice car, you go see them with the girls, you go see them with that. And when you check a stack, if anything happen, you go realize they not have nobody around them. You go hear the loved ones come out and say, oh, when him did reach pan top, he never know nobody. And indeed didn't just flash out the money. Him do this and him do that. That is what they're going to say. You see, a perfect example is what happened with Gully Bop. The man they make money. Him not treating people them good. Look what happened to him when him get sick. So that's why we have to make sure that we take care of our loved ones. Take care of them if you can. All when you don't want to chat to them, you help them along the way. Or when you vex with them, you just bless them and just move along. That's how me view life. Bless them and just move along. Because when you look at it, you can decide on the school you want to go. You can decide on the religion that you're going to choose. You can decide on the man you're going to marry. You can decide on the type of job you're going to do. You can decide on where you're going to live, the car you're going to drive. But guess what? You can't decide on who supposed to be your family. You can't decide on that. And you see, when me look on that, they say, you see, oh, it's funny. The one thing we have a problem with, God already decided for us. We not have no saying in it. Him already pick who we mother, who pick who our papa. We already know who our sister. That's it. And that is what a lot of us want to change. But guess what? We can't change it because God already decide who he want for us. So you see, when me look on them something there, me have to say that's the reason why we have to make sure that we love them, we protect them, and as much as how you sometimes not even want to be in the same room with them, you have to make sure you support them. Support them. A lot of people, when you listen to the things that happen to them, it is because they don't get the support from their loved ones. I was listening to the news recently, and a 14-year-old boy in St. Thomas, he basically unalive himself. He had an disagreement with his dad. It seemed like he wanted to go on the road with his bicycle, and the dad told him to put it down. It seemed like him and his father did in a some situation. What this young man did, the man go on one tree and just decides him I go take it. He just take it. The poor father maybe not even know what was going on. He never realized that they were having a little situation. So when we realized, when I was watching, I was like, I wonder how did the dad speak to him. I wonder when we really said to him, because him say when him did ask the broom, the young man say, nobody thing say, I may take up the broom. So clearly there was an argument. And what the young man did, went and take it. I heard of another story where this 11-year-old now, he was on TikTok, and it seemed like there is a group thing on TikTok where a person who want to commit is, they're on that. And basically they send a message to these children, encouraging them to unalive themselves, encourage them with it do and so forth, even encourage them to make video so when they're gone the loved one can play and so forth. And basically this young man, he went, take himself, unalive himself, and his mom found, saw the number in his phone, reach out, and when she checked her stock, the number was basically saying for people who want to do that to themselves. When she checked his tablet, his phone, she realized that he was a part of that group. He was a part of a group. And I'm like, so you have group like that on TikTok? What the mother was saying, I get to understand, is that she wasn't able to pay him, to give him the attention that he needed because she was busy working, trying to provide for him. And you see, because of that, guess what happened? In joining this group online, those people realize what was happening in his life and then just basically take set. They realize I'm vulnerable, so them say, you know what, we can move in on this one. Let's encourage, let's brainwash this one. And that's what happened with him. So that young man now unalive also. His mom still can't cope with it. And this is another person we have asking God why they let this happen. But that is a question we will never, we can never answer. Because things happen, we're not in agreement, but guess what? It happened. It happened. So you just have to make sure your loved one, you treat them with the love that they need. If you have a child, sit with them, spend some time with them. Let them know that you love them. You have to explain to them what they're supposed to do. Explain to them if any stranger reach out, they should let you know. Watch what they do online, monitor. Because if you don't monitor their online activity, you're going to realize that they're doing stuff online that you're not aware of. And you're not going to find out about it until it's too late. So you have to make sure you monitor their tablet, you monitor everything. Nobody leave the child with the tablet and say, oh, the child good. You might go to the pan tablet to play a game. You might go to the pan tablet to watch this. Yeah. Who is on the other side of the tablet? That is something that you have to think about. Who is on the other side of the phone? So you have to think about that. Don't let other people come and rob you of your loved ones because basically you weren't basically spending time with your kids. You're busy at work, so you're going to provide for them. You're busy at do this and even if it's just an hour, 2 hours, spend it with them. You'd realize that they love that. They just want to know that they have this mommy time, this daddy time. That's all they want. The children need the parents more than they need material things. Some of these children are given exactly, they're given it, they get them too soon. Remember, say that happened to my son. For his second birthday, his dad gave him a tablet. I was like, no, I don't want him having a tablet yet. Because I was saying to myself, I don't want him having a tablet until he reached 3. Because I wanted him to go outside and so forth, play with the animals, be an outdoor child. Basically, like, because that's how I am. So I wanted him to have that same 2-year-old. The didn't get one tablet for his birthday. And I was like, no, they give him a tablet. I was upset because I never want him to have no tablet so soon. I went ahead, I purchased, when I went overseas last year, I went to the dollar store. I got some flashcards. I buy them there and everything because I say, as someone want him to learn. Because I would teach him, little boy having tablet right now, you must be upstairs planning tablet or maybe in Ghana in bed. And it's hard when you try brought them out of it. It's hard. It's hard. The other day, one of the tablet mash up my back foot. One new tablet come. Tablet mash up, and one next one come. And I'm like, look at that. Because that is what is happening. Them just I get the tablet, they get in the phone. But we have to be very, very careful because we don't want at the end of the day the person on the other side to brainwash our children. You see, sometimes when you have them, and you see them grow up, and them start do certain things, and you wonder why. It's because of the other person that get to influence them. You see, peer pressure, it's a serious thing. You see, when they are around their peers, their colleague, their classmate, their schoolmate, their friends, you see, when they're around them, you don't know what them are discussing. You don't know what they're doing. And that is the time when certain things get planted in the brain, that is the time when them are gonna say, oh, we could go in at a plaza there, we see them with this earpiece, we could go in there, go shop them time there, you see them something there, you hear say your child involved in shoplifting, you wonder where him get that from. Yeah, because him friend encourage him. You say the child involved in certain fight, you wonder why. His friends. So peer pressure, it's serious. So that's the reason why we just have to make sure we spend the time with them, we teach them right from wrong. Because if we don't, somebody out there going to do it for us. Somebody are going to do it for us. So we just have to make sure that we do our very best to make sure that they are able to think for themselves and provide for themselves. You know what I realize is happening, and I don't know if I'm the only one. You see, critical thinking, we realize our children, they are lacking in that department. They're not able to think critically. And the other day I was looking at it and I was like, you know why this happened? Because of the tablet, because of certain things. If they want to know this, they type it. Oh, people, I was at work and I asked a girlfriend of mine because I was sitting there and I was on the laws of Jamaica and I was scrolling through trying to find something. And I type it in a fine, I couldn't get it. And I said to a girlfriend, oh, which part me can find such and such? And she said, just type it in a meta. I said, one name, so. She said, go to WhatsApp and type it in a meta all. I'm like, okay. Because no, when she said that, me understand what she had talked about. You see, when I did, have mercy, Lord, a long epistle. It tell me which part to find it. It give me the link. It give me everything. You know what I did? Copy. I just copy that message and put it in an email. Seriously. We just copy it and put it in the email. Because there's something give me where to find it, which section 16 state this, section 17. And I'm like, look how easy this is. Back in my days, I would have to sit, scroll. Back in my days, me used to be a Supreme Court library. And you sit and you scroll and you dig up this and you do that to find certain things. You go up, them not have to do them something there again. They don't have to do it again. You just type it in and exactly because they are not reading. They are not reading, so their critical thinking skills it's very low. Very, very low. And when I was looking at it, I was like, look at this. So you know that this AI become my best friend. Make refer to it as Al. As I refer to it as Meta Al. But Meta AI, but a Al to me. I said, this is my best friend now. I'm like, look how easy this is. Look how easy. And I was thinking, it normally take days for you put together one thing. Minutes. It was that easy. I was like, wow. And that is the reason why our children, they are not able to think properly. When you put them in the work world, you realize that they can't function. Because me I tell you, I was informed that for this summer holiday, me gonna get intern. I was like, when I give me intern for, I did that, I said, when I give me intern for, because they hard to deal with. And this generation is like you can't talk to them. You're not supposed to tell them what to do and so forth. I was like, why? Because they're spending too much time on social media, on the laptops, on the tablets, on the mobile phones. They don't get any time to think through their problems or so forth. Because imagine nowadays, if you're having a problem, you just go and ask one AI, and AI give you the solution. You just ask, and AI give you the solution just like that. So I used to have to go to the library and ask the library. Exactly. May I tell you, PC? I remember back in my days, I used to go to Supreme Court Library and hop Yui. I run a time. And when you're going on, you better know say you're going to sit for a DR2 and you have to go through all of those books. You don't have to do that again. You don't have to do that. It's that I'm like, wow. Mm-mm. Me have to wonder how the teachers, oh, they're finding it, because I know for sure that most of the papers that they get in now, it's not the students write it, it's the AI. That's what I think. Because if it's that easy and you're going to tell me to write a 500 essay on human rights or constitution, I mean, can go ask a AI to do something like that? May I go do it? So I wonder how they're finding it now. But the good thing, technology has improved. It make our life much easier. The other day, I was in a friend of mine, a co-worker vehicle. And when me in the vehicle, I was like, what kind of car this? Me hear the car attack. And I'm like, how I go so? Oh, it's the app. I'm like, okay then. When me look, the car basically a reverse. All I have to do is just hold the steering, nothing more. And I'm like, life has become so easy. Look at technology. Look at the improvement. And when you think about that, you just have to say, thanks be to God. Yeah, they must have plagiarism that are going to take place now more than anything else, because it has become too easy to me. Too easy. It has become. So that is going to happen. But you see, we just have to give God thanks. We just have to know what we are going to do. You see, if we're going to use it, we just have to be careful. Don't become too dependent on these AI. Make sure that you're able to think for yourself. Make sure that you're able to read, listen to books, or if you can't read, listen to them, something. Do your own research and so forth, because if you don't, you're going to realize that you're going to become lazy. Your brain cells, them are going dead. You can't think for yourself. You can't think certain things that you used to do, you can't do it. So you just have to make sure that, guess what, you keep active, keep the brain active every single step of the way. I was listening to someone, and when me I listen, me I say, what would a man here talk about? Because here we have a gentleman. He was speaking basically. He was telling a story about what happened in his life. And he mentioned that he went somewhere. When he went, he met someone. The person he met was from overseas. So he went overseas and he was with the lady and everything. Lo and behold, when the lady came to Jamaica, everything was nice. He went overseas, started working, everything all right, until a certain time. The lady now start to treat him bad, and everything decides to ever come Jamaica. When he came back to Jamaica, he hook up with him baby mother and so forth. The baby mother start reach out to the wife, but the wife no. Now this man, he was saying that what happened was, when the baby mother reached out to the wife got hold of all his documents basically and paused everything for him, mash up everything. So what he had to do was to apply over, get some document. The funny thing is, he went up on a fake document. Fake document he went up on. And now him in a problem. So he now was asking how he could correct not a fake passport, but a fake birth cert. Because here in Jamaica, back in the days, you used to have person that just have their kids at home. The kids they never used to register or so forth. So because when you lose your passport, you need back your birth cert to apply for it once it's a Jamaican passport. That's what I know. You need your birth cert or what you call that number, the passport number, and so forth. But because him not have no documentation, for sure say I saw him name, all of the documents where him need, him can get. So he was asking how he can go about getting his correct document. The man not when him ask, the man say him think him mother did name him this and that. I'm like, seriously? And when I listening on my ear, which part somebody has said to him with it, and I'm like, no man. So what I realize, you see, with technology nowadays, you see all of them things there that used to happen where people have the baby at home and put in a register. You see, with technology, all of that done because you can go online, you can take your phone, and everything all right. You just need that slip. Once you get that slip, you're good to go. You hear people are telling him, say, him no need to go through that. All him need to do is reach out to people because you have people out there who can create documents. And I'm like, look at that. Look at that. You have to tweak it. Use it to assist you, not a substitute for your work. But that's what they don't understand. They let it be a substitute for their work. They don't want to do no work, so them use that. They don't do no tweaking. But people, all we have to do, we just have to do our very best. Make sure we not get caught up in this technology thing, get caught up in this social media, because I can tell you, I've watched on numerous platforms where persons let what is happening on social media take over their life. Basically, they start to behave different, they start to treat people differently, they start to do things different. Don't where we let it take over our life. Now make it be a case where if you don't come on social media for a day or two, you feel like you're mad. Don't let it be a case where every little thing that happen in your life, you have to come and post it. You have to make no. Don't let it be a case like that. You have people, everything, what they eating for dinner, they post. Where they going, they post. No, don't do that. Nothing is wrong, with sharing, but you have to be careful what you share. You don't want to share too much. You don't want to share too much. And I have to wonder, people, especially here in Jamaica, how them so brave. Because this is Jamaica and you have some of them, they come on the platform, then talk all sort of things, but as whether me always say, they use the mental status, forget where with things. They come, they talk. I wonder if they're not afraid when they go out in John public. So just make sure that you don't let it consume your life. As much as how you see people on social media, you want to support them, make sure you support your own first. Preach a yard before you preach abroad. So if you have that person in your family, help them if you can. Especially when it's someone who have the ambition, help them along the way. Some of them then just workless, then I have no ambition, so it no make no sense you waste your money on them. Nothing is private anymore. My mother was such a private person and we grew up the same way. Trust me, a whole heap of things private. Whole heap of things. Me try my best as much as how me try my best not put out certain information because you don't want it to reach to that level. When you reach to that level, where you're gonna have people that turn up at your yard, that no good, That no good. Because maybe one day the wrong person will turn up. You don't want that to happen. So you just have to be very careful what you put out there. Make sure you protect yourself every single step of the way. Protect those around you. You see, at times, yes, I understand you're operating your business and so forth. But you see, sometimes to me, when you realize that your business has become established, it's time for you to take it elsewhere for your own protection, for those around your protection. Take it somewhere else. So if you're used to cooking in your basement, you're baking in your basement like what me and Miss Lotian said she used to do, and all once you know, so you get established, you go and you get somewhere, you start your business, you set up yourself nice. Because if you don't, you're going to have every John, Brown, Pat, Susan, Kim, Lise, everybody I got turn up at your yard and you don't want that. So protect yourself every single step of the way. That is the best thing to do. And people, please, you see, in life, just expect the unexpected. Even if you're going to sit and you're going to wonder why this happened, just know that there's a reason why it have to happen. Because you see, sometimes it's not, life is not perfect. We want that perfect life. We have to understand we're not going to get it. It's not going to come like that. Yes, you attract things and people that you never buy. Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we just have to expect the unexpected. Wolipa we will sit down and we expect the perfect man, the perfect woman, the perfect job. We expect everything to be perfect, but we just have to know that nothing whatsoever in this life is perfect. You might search for the 100%, you're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. My mother have two children, myself and my brother, and me can tell you. You see, certain characteristic when me have, my brother not have. You see, certain characteristic when me not have. Me not have. So me believe say, you see the patient, me never get that part. Him get it. One thing, everybody tell her say she have two full pitney. That are one thing. So the two we get that. Meaning she get two pitney we love house. We don't go out. Back in the days when you have pitney, I go, that wasn't our style. That wasn't our style. So when you look at it, she might look and people might say, oh, she have two perfect children. But really, none of us, we don't perfect. I have my weakness. He has his weakness. So when you check it out, it might be at 85 and I might be at a 75. And people might look, and people might say, oh, we still have our shortcomings. Nobody not have the full 100. So we just have to understand that. Because even when we are search for spouse, we just have to understand that no matter how you think the man perfect, it not gonna be like that. So you might be looking for a man who can cook, wash, rub your back, rub your foot when you come home, especially when your foot then turn like for me we get tough because you have to walk up and down in high shoes at the time and all of them something there, can rub it. And then you check a stack, he might not have no money, or he might have thinking food or something. So you realize that every little thing where you want him have, but guess what? There's this one thing when a night the crap out of you, when he take off his shoes, he stink up a place. Or you have some man when they walk up and down, especially when they don't eat, then just a pass gas all over the place and you just want to take sit and knock them out. You have those set. You have the other set, then sit down. Bah! Babes, you can't take up the plate for me. Or this, them just did it. And you want say this big old lazy man, what look upon him. And when you check a stack, that big lazy man, him provide for you the very best. Him treat you like a queen. You don't have to worry about nothing. Him take care of everything. But guess what? Him lazy. He expect you to carrying food, come give him, put it in the sink, and so forth. So we just have to understand we're not going to get the 100%. We might end up with a 70, 80, 90, 95. So just expect that life is going to be like that. Now sit down and just because God, I give you the unexpected, you realize that, oh Lord, my life I go away when I don't want it to go. Oh Lord, this happened, me never ready for it figure happen yet. Oh Lord, no. Just understand that his timing is always perfect. All when you don't understand it, his timing is always perfect. You see, sometimes when certain things happen to us and we look back, you have to say, thank God. Thank God it happened when it did. And I can definitely tell you about this one because I remember when I was 21 and I was going to university and everything, when I finish university, I say, okay, then I'm going to have a baby and I'm going to do this. And so when I look back, I have to say, thank God I didn't have that child when I was in my 20s. Because I wouldn't be able to provide for him the way I'm providing for him now. I wouldn't be able to. And make it even worse, I remember I had fibroids removed when I was maybe about 28 or 29, somewhere there. I had it removed. And when I had it removed, people, all along, where my belly used to big. You used to have days where you just big up and it just used to look weird. I never like it. And yes, when me think back on those time too, me have to say thanks be to God. Because maybe if them time when me if me did ever get pregnant when me have it, maybe me bring the baby to full term. Me would have lost the child or something. So that's the reason why I said his timing is always perfect. I have a friend whose son recently turned 18, and she was saying, "Hey, my boy turned 18, you're one of just two." And me I say, "Yep, yep." I saw me look on it, yep. I have an ex-girlfriend, best friend from primary school, and her daughter is basically so start high school. And then I start map me and because them are all at for them children, teenager. My girlfriend's son were 18 in a upper six or lower six in upper six him in. He's in upper six. The next one daughter, I go start high school. The next one daughter, I think is in third grade, something like that. I don't remember. But all of them are said, and me have the little baby, 2 year old, when for them on a big man. So my son, no have no friend where he can go play around with from my girlfriends because all of their children much older. So you see, when we look on them things there, God timing is always exactly. The race is not for the swift, always perfect. Because maybe if when I was in my 20s, I got pregnant, who would have tell? Maybe back in the days when the fibroids them did take over everything inside of me. You look at me, you think so me pregnant. I saw it used to stay, because you used to see one big belly. You know how much time back in the day time the people used to ask me, oh, congratulations. Hey, I remember back in the then time that you used to, where the place used to name a cash. Oh, Lord. Where the supermarket there used to name. I don't remember the name of the supermarket, but there was a supermarket that was operating here, Mainland International. It's on March Penny Road. The building is still there, but that closed down now. And I remember I went in there, and somebody saw me and was like, oh, congratulations. I mean, the woman run, come and hug me up, and I rubbed down my belly, and I can't tell me congratulations. And I was looking at her, and I just a look upon her. I just a look. I said, thank you. That a time of fibroids, and she a come run and I can't tell me congratulations. Because when you see it, you think say, I want young belly, you thought it was a young belly. So when me look back at now, I'm say, thanks be to God, his timing was perfect. Perfect timing. Everything perfect. I remember when I used to be in St. Mary, there was this lady by the name of Auntie Girly. Jesus, peace, people. When I tell you some country story, I drink some water. Auntie Girly used to be a rummaid and a smoker. She died from young lung cancer. That's what killed her. And I remember this lady, she always do some weird things, always cook some weird food and everything, And may I tell you, you see, the way she used to cook her food, the timing to me, it used to be the perfect timing when she cook her food them. The reason why I say that, this woman used to can the pork and put on the pork. And she not cook the pork until when time. I remember one time she give it to us. And you see when time she gone, my mother just take it sitting and dash away. Me no want her rotten meat. I mean that lady was crazy. And you see when me look on it, me always wonder how she know when the right time when for cooking meat. When and I'm like, no man. The lady here has something else. I remember one day she went to the banana walk and she was coming back up, and something happened. It was like she was coming up, she had the banana, she make a cutter and she put the banana on her head. and she was walking, and there was a tree limb, and you see the lady if you go for walk, and the lady stop in the way, and she just light her cigarette. And you see the little stop, she stop for light her cigarette, you just see the tree limb just drop. Boof. Right in front. So just imagine, if she never stopped, it would have knocked her out, it would have just drop in her head. So that lady, she used to do some weird things. Me used to wonder how you used to sit, you used to see like stone, coconut a drop, dry coconut a pick and a drop, and you see it miss her. And you used to wonder how she know when to move, how she know where, and all of them something there. So that's the reason why I always say her timing was always perfect. When she had cook her food, me always used to say, oh, she know say a time now if she did wait a little longer. All of them little something. That lady, because of her, I never used to eat pork. I never used to eat pork. So when they started preaching about Adventists not eat pork and everything, me did feel glad because me not eat it because of what happened. So when them start talk about them something, it never come nowhere to me. Never come nowhere. And you know what the funny thing now? I got pregnant. When I got pregnant, went to my cousin's house, not even did come out of the car, reach at my cousin's gate, me smell something. Me not even did know where she a cook. Turn out a pork, and from that day until today, day, me not stop eat pork. For sure how weird life is. But when we reach here, so but anyway, all I'm saying is that you see God timing, him know exactly when him supposed to move. Him know when him supposed to make certain things happen in our life. So as much as you're sitting here now, and maybe you just completed a 12-hour shift, a 16-hour, and you're thinking now that you're finally going to be able to get a good night rest. And guess what? By 6 o'clock in the morning, you're up again. When you wake up, you think about it. That you're going to have to, you're going to have to start it all over. Guess what? His timing is perfect. He know exactly when your body is going to tell you that this is enough. And he's going to cause it where you're going to get that day's rest. You're going to lie down, you're going to sleep, you're going to realize that you're not miss a day's pay or anything like that. Because you have whole heap of people, them a kill off themselves literally on the job because they want to get that pay. They don't want to miss a day's pay. And you see, sometime, you will get a call, oh, this and this happened, don't come into work today, you will be paid for it. Right there, God provide you with the opportunity so you can rest. So just understand that his timing is perfect. You see, if you live from paycheck to paycheck, it not going to stay so forever. That time is going to come where you're going to realize you have money in the bank account. Pay account catch pay. So just hold on and just know, say, as much as how you're expecting perfection, you're not going to get it. But with God, when him give you the 70%, the 80%, the 90%, guess what? You can live with it. You can live with it. You're going to accomplish a lot with that. So just don't give up. Just hold on to the liquor that you have. I used to love pork, especially the canned pork. Why? Me not eat canned pork. Me only eat the jerk, pot roast. Me not eat the canned one because of that lady there. Me can't go eat it. So PC, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. And I have a special guest. I'm going to put it out. I have two special guests lined up. One is in Cayman. He confirmed last night. So he's going to speak, I think, one day next week. I need to finalize it with him. And I have a nurse who is going to come and speak also. So I'm going to put out that information so you all can just tune in. It will be informative, educational, and so forth. Because guess what? You see that little girl you want to hear in the may I say little girl? You see that girl you want to hear in the background? She have it up there. So what I decide that I'm going to do now, I'm going to use it. Because all along, me depend on social media, me really not use it. So I'm going to use it now to see if I can reach someone, especially when it comes on to certain message, when it comes on to mental health. when it come on to depression, when it come on to teenage pregnancy, when it comes on to the law, getting information, especially here in Jamaica, I'm going to try to see if I can just use this platform to make those changes, because the other day I found out that a lot of persons, they don't know some simple little things here in Jamaica, like how to apply for a divorce. I hear where persons letting me know that, oh, them apply for divorce for 5 years and all know it not finalized. Me I wonder, what kind of divorce them apply for? Them a do probate for whole. I'm like, how would them a do so long? So those little things, me realize that people don't know. And some time ago, I did one, and I think it was quite informative. So next week, please, I'm going to post it. As I finish, I'm going to post the flyer, and join me next week, 8:30. It will be Monday. When did I put on it? Monday, Wednesday, and was it Friday? I won't be able to do it. I don't think I'm going to do it next week, Friday, because I won't be able to do it next week, Friday. But I'm going to post it, and you will see it. Good. We need good content. Use your expert to build your platform. Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to post the flyer, and you're going to see it, because I think right now that's where I'm going to head, to be honest. And a lot of my co-workers, they're on my platform now. Even the other day, someone who I never expect to say something to me said to me, say, what kind of madness that you post? Me say, what you talk about? A person say, what kind of madness that? Because they were posting about something, they were speaking about something that I posted. And I was like, oh. So what I realized now, as much as how some people on social media don't know who Lady in the Dark is, I realized that, yes, even though I still have certain individuals who come over, they support and so forth. So because of that, I say, you know what, let me try. I'm still going to do my usual, but I'm going to try to do something different along with that. So yes, PC, that's what I'm going to do as of next week. So just tune in. I'm going to put it up. So each night, the topics, I'm going to do it. And you know what the funny thing? When me sit down and me look on it, me not think nobody on social media, no lawyers, like how me know. Me not think nobody on social media, no social workers, like how me know. Me mean here in Jamaica, me not think nobody, no certain type of people, like how me know. So when me think about it, me say, let me try to use them up, because I know social workers, every single year in Jamaica, lawyers, every single courthouse here in Jamaica, everywhere, and I'm not joking. And that's the reason why I said the other day when I posted something and someone said something to me, I was shocked, because this is an individual when we look up to. This is an individual, that in the workplace, boss a boss. When you reach certain level, people, you have that respect, that level of respect, that level of authority. And when the person I go look and say, oh, what kind of madness? I'm like, but you never know that you listen to me. I was shocked. I was like, I never know you listen to me. I was just looking in her, because I never expect the person to actually listen. And the person say, yeah, when you do certain things, I listen, but when me see you do certain things, me not do it. The person said what they love. I did it some time ago, was when I did my little morning sessions, and he said that I love that also. And that was the second time someone told me about it, told me that they actually like it, because I said before that I am not a Christian, but I'm from a religious background. And I believe I live a certain way. I don't do certain things. I live a certain way. So certain things that people do, me not do. If somebody come right yes or in front of me and cuss me dog rotten, I'm the type of person that is going to look at them and said, okay, thank you for the feedback, or okay, I give them a hug and walk off. That's how I am. People will look and people will say I'm foolish and I'm this, but guess what? It's not. Because each time someone look at me and somebody give me their feedback, come and cuss me out and say this and say that, I sit there and I listen to them, because you see, sometimes when somebody a cuss you out, there is something in that that you're supposed to learn. And sometimes when the person a cuss you out, you say, okay then, so maybe me never did for say that, or okay then, maybe this or so. So that's how I view things. So because of that, the person was like, yeah, you're supposed to be, because you actually sound like such and such. When the person said, me actually sound like such and such, me actually hold on my head. Because my mother said it to me, my father-in-law, well, not my father-in-law, my baby father said it to me, and oh, me just hold on my head. And I remember I went somewhere and I did a presentation. And when I did the presentation, I realized that it turned out into a sermon. So I was like, okay then. So I have all of those little experience. And when I look at it, I realize that really and truly, God has blessed me with this platform. And He used it to improve on the way I live, because I spoke about my experience before and what led me to starting my platform and so forth. And when I look at it, I've improved on my standard of living, certain things in my life because of social media. And I was saying to myself, it's so sad to see that I get caught up in certain things where people can refer to your name in certain way, and you know that as the type of individual that you are, your name not supposed to be referred to in certain way. Me not say certain things, but I'm just saying that because when you live a certain standard, you do certain things, you have to make sure that you protect that. You protect your name. They might not call you out by your name, no, but that is the name that you go on social media. And as I said before, couple of my core workers sit and they watch and so forth. So I was thinking about it and I was like, nope, nope. So as of next week, it's going to be different. Going to be different. And I already reached out to two individual, one already confirmed. I'm going to speak to him tomorrow on the phone just to make sure. But if him not come, guess what? I have another person to come. And I'm going to try to have Wednesday night, the testimonies night. Yeah. So I'm going back to my root. Yes, you are very chill. I'm very foolish. Anyway, yes, but that's just who I am. Me not make certain things first. Me just live simple and so forth. The other day when my dad passed, I was like, oh Lord, it hit me because I didn't go to I could not even go to work the following day where it did hit me. Me just stay home, lie down. I think I did a live on that day because I was just in my bed and it just consumed my mind. I was like, you know what, let me go take my mind off of it. So I just went, took up the phone, and I did a live on that day just to take my mind off everything that was happening so I can have that ease. And that sometimes people, that's what we have to do. Anytime you find yourself going through that rough time, anytime you find yourself a struggle with the problems of your life, just find something and distract yourself from it. Find a movie, listen to music, go for a walk, do something. Because you'll see one thing for sure, anytime you take your mind off it, and you see when you go back, if it's a problem, you're going to get the solution. You're going to get it. You're going to realize that you start to think about things differently. So that is what we have to do. Just anytime you have that struggle and you go through it, just take your mind off it and relax and try to recoup. And once you do that, everything is going to be okay. Just take it from, if just try, and you're going to realize that's what is going to happen. So guys, thank you so much for joining. Please hit the like button. 12 individuals, you can just hit the like button for me, please. I'm going to post the flyer as a hint because I already created it, so I just need to post it. So remember, next week definitely join me Monday, Wednesday, I'm not sure about Friday as yet because Friday I'm going to be busy, but maybe Monday and Wednesday, definitely join me. Next week, the topic will be mental health, and Wednesday night is going to be testimony. I have a very powerful one from a young lady, journalist, and well, she was a journalist in PR, or she in PR. Anyway, refer to her as someone in public relation. She have a popular name here in Jamaica. She won't disclose it, but she's going to speak about her situation come next week, Wednesday. And I have this young businessman who will take the place by storm here in Jamaica, especially in St. Catherine. So he's going to speak also, and he's going to tell about his story, what led him to starting his business, and he's going to tell you how his business is going on and so forth. So that is for next week, Wednesday. So just join me next week. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope you all will have a wonderful night.